Good morning. It's QTV this morning. I am Ibrahim Abalde. We are back again on another edition. It's Monday, Mr. Ade. It's a fresh day and a fresh week.
I advise you not. I'm Jennifer Sonko today. So
I'm
not Mr. Ade.
Mr. Ade Drame, stepping in for Jennifer Sonko. Yeah, so we are back. And how was your weekend?
My Sunday.
Your Sunday, yes.
My Sunday was fine.
I just realized you only have Sundays.
I only have Sunday. I did some shopping and I relaxed, watched a couple of documentaries, and then I watched the two AFCON matches. Both very exciting.
But the match yesterday was really amazing.
Which match?
The Guinea Equatorial Guinea game.
It was.
The two Guineas.
Well, the Egypt-Congo one was even more dramatic because it went to a penalty shootout at the end. And the DR Congo goalkeeper scored the winning penalty. And they won 8-7 on penalties.
The Guinea one, it came at the dying minutes of the game.
There were about 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, so let us don't forget our newspaper review guest, Mr. Malika. He's here with us. Good morning, Mr. Ka.
Good morning. Thank you for
How are you
me.
doing, sir?
It's good. I'm feeling good.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, so we will be looking at the African code. I mean, I'm not pretty sure whether it's an African code. It is not, because it's more of a general saying.
Say the code.
Yes. And of course, we'll also be talking to Busumbala Karate Club. They'll be doing some Usyo, Jumskoma, Jordan Suki, Osuki here, you know. So a lot of those things here. So they will be in the studio, and with their master, we will they will let us know the significance of the yellow, red, and black belt.
And I also believe they have a competition upcoming.
Absolutely. Yeah. Right. So we'll also be talking about
what belt are you?
Well, I am currently on white belt.
Really? You know white belt?
You know, I did this when I was going to my high school. If you know St. Augustine's High School, you know we have the karate club there. Okay. Yes, after school we do this. That's where I know how to do Us, Yoy, Jumskomai, Osuki, Jordan Suki. I know all those things. Maybe they will.
Are you sure you're making this
the right ones, the right moves.
Right.
Yeah, so we are supposed to get the AFCON update by Momodu Gajaga.
Yeah,
but one or two engagements he will
he won't be able to do it.
But we'll still talk about AFCON.
We can talk AFCON because I've watched every match, so I may as well be Mr. Gajaga today.
Yes. Our quote says, action leads to reaction, Mr. Ade. Mr. Ka. Action leads to reaction.
That's very self-explanatory. Because every action have a reaction. So what you do have a repercussion. So if you are doing something, you should expect either positive or negative to come out of it.
True.
So you don't do things and then nothing happens. In every wave there is a ripple. So action and reaction is even scientific. I mean, even if you come to science, it's established as, you know, action and reaction.
Those are physics. Yes.
So it's self-explanatory in a way, but you can, you know, expand it in society and other aspects, you know, to really capture the essence of what it's trying to explain. But for me, basically, that's it.
I agree with, as Malik says, I think it's self-explanatory. Even if you take it to a kind of personal level, you push me, I'll push you back. You know, or you say something to me, I might respond. So yes, it's fairly straightforward.
Yeah. I don't think we need to,
dwell.
More into this, because
it says it all.
Action leads to reaction, of course. Viewers, will take a short break. After the break, then we'll delve into some of the stories making headlines. We'll be back.
The art of juggling is a true spectacle of agility, coordination, and speed. A symbol of progression, precision, and mastery. 5G speed is like having the juggler in your pocket.
Amazing.
With lightning-fast download and upload speeds, you'll easily be able to juggle even the busiest workdays. Whether you're a busy entrepreneur, a creative, or just someone who wants to stay connected. Juggle your tasks with ease with QCell 5G speed. The future is here. It's fast, reliable, and efficient. First brought to you by QCell. We innovate, others follow.
QCell mooy suñu boss. QCell mooy suñu boss. QCell mooy suñu boss. Soro go ebe da full network sudatili QCell ni lafta demla wati jamala munediyata QCell most reliable network dumala keta wati QCell wo quality man nyon soto jam pona manke QCell hani be wuloni farole kono walante be bakono jala fayola network ko se taria QCell suñu boss yo finjeka indi 3G ñu delu taxi 4G plus and now we bring you 5G 5G first and only 5G provider suñu boss itella follow adi doron nesa keno Gambia bela nyon tawo fele QCell ko fasunta buka busi QCell itella molti milka kukutol nati Gambia QCell meta lori la kilianol yele imanjina amanda wala itella ka quality dila dadi ma itelle silo wala wodol mume be keno ma QCell suñu boss QCell suñu boss QCell suñu boss QCell suñu boss connection be bambandi QCell suñu boss QCell most innovative QCell suñu boss.
We are back. This is QTV. This morning, I am Ibrahima Suribalde. Yeah, so we are back. And let's take a look at this story. The Fatu Network has been reliably informed that President Adama Barrow has lifted the ban imposed by the Janneh Commission on Momodu Sabali, Secretary General and Head of the Civil Service under the Jammeh region. Amadou Koli, former Central Bank Governor, Njoguba, former Gambia Secretary General and Head of the Civil Service, Sirawali Ndau Njai, and her husband Basiru Njai. Yes. So, I mean, the government still continues and said in 2021, the Gambia government accepted the recommendations of the Janneh Commission to bar these individuals from holding public office or being appointed as directors of any state-owned enterprise for their role in aiding and abetting former President Jammeh in corruption theft.
There's no and.
Yes. Okay. Corruption theft.
Yeah.
Yes, there is and.
I'm saying you should have stopped.
Yes, there's
nothing
and.
else.
Okay. So now, since the release, I mean, it's a bit of a mixed feeling, you know, among certain people. I mean, it's like it didn't go down well with other people. Others said, okay, it's the president. He got all the rights to do certain things according to law.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see whether anybody wants to challenge that in the courts. But you wonder about these commissions of inquiry. I mean, I remember in Sierra Leone in 1969, we had a commission of inquiry. And one of the things that it found against various people was that somebody called Ahmed Tijan Kaba was recommended never to hold public office. Years later, that same Ahmed Tijan Kaba became president of Sierra Leone, in spite of the findings and the recommendations of that. So one wonders how much force these commissions of inquiry have when they make their recommendations, which are sometimes and almost always accepted by governments. And so it will be interesting to see whether there's fact behind this story, although it says they have been reliably informed. But as you said, it has created some debate, and Mr. Carr was telling me that there's a very good article addressing this, which I haven't read yet.
Well, it's written by this eminent lawyer, L.J. Dabo. He's a very good constitutional analyst, and he has written a very strong argument, you know, with regard to the legal minefields as to how to deal. So it would be interesting to be read and understood, and then understand the processes and procedures that are in place as to when this happen, what is the process and what are the procedures, the acts that were amended, what powers and authorities, the issues that ought to be gazetted when such pardons are made. So there is a host of, a trail of process that ought to be followed. It's not just sufficient for the announcement to be made that the president has given pardon. They have to be based on law and legality. The other aspect of the argument is it can be political and otherwise, because some of these people were partisan people. So a lot of people are presuming because of that, based on that, say they're being considered for this, and so that is the underlying, argument that some people are pushing to say that, that would be the reason as to why. So, but the argument goes on in the public space. It's important that we have all this discussion in a democratic setting. Is good, and is in a very vibrant democracy for people to put all these arguments and see it. And at the end of the day, is for the people to make up their mind with regard to the to and fro arguments that are being presented.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's important for us to put this across. The president is mandated to carry out certain actions or certain things, according to law. I mean, there was also a lot of noise when the president released that Senegalese national who was sentenced to death, and he was sent back to Senegal. At some point, I don't think the president will do certain things that are not given to him by the law of the land.
Yes. I mean, presidential pardons, our law allows that, not just our law, many countries. I mean, in America, we saw Donald Trump give pardons to some people who had been received criminal convictions because they were supporters of his. So around the world, but I mean, I think here you'd need to look at what the Constitution and the law allows, and to see whether the president, you would imagine, based on advice from the highest legal authorities in the land, you would make this kind of decision likely.
Such decisions would normally have legal and moral ramifications. So when you look at it, yes, there is a prerogative of mercy that is bestowed upon the president, but at the same time you have to look at each individual case and the merits of the case as to why it was based on the advice, and then him also assessing before signing, that prerogative of mercy which is entitled to. So, but nonetheless, like we said, people in a setting, democratic setting, are bound to scrutinize all these actions and then build up an opinion as to the rights and wrongs as to what is being done. So sometimes the arguments can be so strong that certain decisions can be rescinded. It had happened before based on the merits of the arguments. So it's in the public space and in the public domain, people will obviously make their own comments, based on morality or legality.
True. Now let's proceed. I mean, another, press release, I can say, from...
You don't have to read it.
ECOWAS Commission.
3 countries have quit ECOWAS. ECOWAS has responded.
Yes, but they said they are yet to receive...
Direct
notification that these people have withdrawn from the ECOWAS.
Yes, if I can give some quick context, all 3 of the countries, Niger, Mali and Burkina Faso, announced on their TVs last night, I watched, at the same time, that they are withdrawing with immediate effect from ECOWAS. They went on to say that ECOWAS sanctions are harming their people, and that because of that, they do not think that ECOWAS is currently operating in the best interests of people in West Africa. They went further to say that they believe ECOWAS is being guided by external forces from outside of West Africa, pushing them to take these drastic actions against them. So they were quite strong.
Mr. Carr, for the past years, I mean, I think ECOWAS has not been getting a very good name, among maybe coup leaders. I mean, those who took power with the barrel of the gun. I think most of them denounce ECOWAS. They don't have a good relations with ECOWAS. So what do you think of this?
I think there are 2 things here that we ought to look at. One is not want to be subjected to accountability. That's one, which the military obviously do not want. But ECOWAS also, since its inception, is not in alignment with the people within the region. People are not feeling the direct benefits of the protocols that are signed. If you look at the inter-country trade, you know, the bilateral relations, all these things, they are failing in most areas if you assess them. Their presence is absent. That is why the people, they don't have that sympathy. And when the coup d'etat happened also, the reaction that they made, because they were not ready for it, you know, they wanted to really reverse the coup d'etat, so they imposed some very harsh economic sanctions, and also they threatened the use of force, and none of those did not come to fruition because they did not pursue it, you know. So in that aspect, the military is able to present their case to the people to say that these people are anti-people, you know, and since they are anti-people, we no longer want to be part of it. If ECOWAS was really impacting the lives of the ordinary people, then the reaction generally would be very sympathetic towards them. But they are institutions that operate without really connecting, without being present in the lives of the ordinary people. I think they need to work harder in order to implement some of these protocols that they sign on regular basis, you know, assented to by the heads of states, but not being implemented at the local level. To go to Senegal now, you need a lot of, now I see the customs are trying to work out something, but it's so difficult and challenging. And how long ago was ECOWAS established? And those are the basic rudimentary issues for which ECOWAS was created, but none of them is happening. So those are the issues for me that they ought to.
It's a mixed bag, because here in the Gambia we still have ECOMIG, which is an ECOWAS force that came to stabilize the Gambia after the 2016 elections. In Sierra Leone in the past, you've had ECOMOG, who were there to kind of help and turn around the civil war. They were also in Liberia. So it's a mixed bag. You also have the ECOWAS court, which they should just disband because they pass these judgments, and then you find that none of the countries have ratified the protocol which says they will be bound by the decisions of the court. So the court passes these decisions, they sit for weeks, come to a judgment, and then it's just ignored by everybody. So it's a kind of mixed bag, and I agree with Mr. Carr. When they had the Niger coup, and then they came out, we had a forum here on QTV to deal with the, I was the only one who said that the military threat was a nonsense and that it would never happen, and my fellow panel members disagreed with me. Here we are months later, that threat has never been carried out, and there was no likelihood of it ever being carried out. Because nobody wanted it.
Well, I think they should have hold that threat without, sending it or directing it to the junta. At some point, if you try doing certain things as a body, ECOWAS is a very big body and very important when it comes to, Africa. Once they did not carry out what they said, people will not take them serious.
Of course, because if you say you're going to do it, do it. Otherwise, don't say it. And they should never have said it. It was irresponsible because as the sentiment around West Africa was like, so what do you do? You're saying you're going to be sending West African soldiers to go and kill other West Africans in the interest of what? You never fight a war to establish peace. That's a nonsense. You talk to establish peace. So it was never likely to happen. It didn't happen. And they lost credibility because of that. So yeah, we now find ourselves in a position where ECOWAS has issued this communique in response. I think it kind of caught them by surprise, although I think the sentiment had been building about the kind of resentment by these junta leaders. They've talked about forming a common currency, a common bank that would link all three of them. So they've been making plans. So ECOWAS should have been aware that something like this was possibly on the cards. But nonetheless, I think it's taken them by surprise. That's why their response thus far has been just brief, saying we haven't received anything formal. But if they'd bothered to watch TV last night, they would have seen all three of these. And all of these countries, by the way, they've got YouTube, Facebook channels where they're national broadcasters are, and I subscribe to them. And all three of them carry the message at the same time. So it was very well coordinated, very well planned, and they all carried exactly the same message.
Let's take a look at stories in our country here. 60% of Gamcel to be put up for sale, says the government of the Gambia. Mr. Carr, Gamcel is the national GSM operator of the Gambia. It belongs to the government of the Gambia. So at some point for the past years, I mean, I think even some of their subscribers have been, you know, unsatisfactory when it comes to certain services, according to, you know. So I think putting it or privatizing it will also improve some of their services. Don't you think so?
Well, recently I know the government did set up a commission to look at all these state-owned enterprises, to look at their viability and performance, and where they deemed to be not performing and as siphoning public funds, because, you know, if you have a state-owned enterprise that is running at a loss, it means they have to inject more and more funds that could have been used for other purposes. I don't know, but I presume that the reason why they want to sell the shares is recommended by the commission that is headed by Mr. Usain Ngom. So this commission will look at all these parastatals and look at their viabilities, and establish whether, you know, it should continue to operate as a profitable going concern or not. So I presume based on that, they advise, you know, maybe also it's a mechanism sometimes to leverage and raise capital in order to invest, because if you don't invest in such type of organizations for over a period of time and your competitors are doing a lot better, investing far more, then obviously their efficiency, you know, is definitely going to come down. And that is what is happening. And I think the state has come to realize that it cannot continue subsidizing it, because it's not fair that you divert public funds into a failed or failing, you know, public institution. So I presume that's the reason. But it ought to be looked at in a way that is very critical. We must not open the market just like that. So therefore, those things, there have to be certain mechanisms put in place to protect all the other industries. Because if the government sells 60%, and then own 40%, and they're competing the other private sectors, there will be an advantage over those private people who are being protected and guided by the government because of they have vested interest in it. So for me, if they were going to privatize, they should look at holistically selling it on 100 rather than owning 40 and 60 and then, you know, still having vested interest. They will be protected naturally.
Yeah, as Malik rightly says, there'll be a conflict of interest there. But I think to pick up a point you said earlier about that if they privatize, this would improve services. The two things don't automatically follow. In Britain, some of the entities that had been nationalized were privatized, the trains and so on, and people are still complaining. So it doesn't mean that because they're privatized, suddenly everything gets better. I think we should stop assuming that. It might, but it's not a given that just because it's privatized, it's going to be run better. People are still complaining about the fact that British Rail was sold into private hands, where the companies and their directors are making lots and lots of money and getting fat dividends every year, but people are still complaining about
But I
the
think
service.
Mr. Carr mentioned something very significant. He said it's not just, I mean, getting it, but we need to take our time and look at the, you know, right people, I mean, to involve in this, so that at some point, because the reason why they want to privatize is to improve services at some point.
As he said, it might be to inject some money, capitalization, but once you put it out there, and if I come and you say you want, I don't know, 20 or 100 million, and if I bring my 100 million, what are you going to tell me? No, I don't want it, because you're not the right person. It's a dangerous game, because do you bar people? And if you bar them, you have to tell them why you're not accepting their money. They'll say, why is my money not good enough? So, but at the same time, you can't, if you are the government and you are still involved in this business, and there are other private entities, you know, other GSM companies that are not, you know, government, then there's going to be that conflict of interest.
Okay.
You will favor the one that you have an interest in.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
that's
very
not
much, Mr. Ade. I mean, that's all we have for the newspaper review. And Mr. Ka, we are grateful for always willing to join us on this program and review some of the stories.
It's my pleasure as always. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so we'll take a short break. After the break, we'll invite the Busumbala Karate Club here, and we'll do some practice here. And at the same time, Mr. Ka, you know, the other day you said You want someone to discipline me. But today you will see me.
Okay.
I'll make you proud, don't worry.
You're going to show us your moves.
I'm going to show
Be
you
careful, your bones are old. They are not as young as you think.
All right, so we'll be right back.
The future is now. With QCell's 5G network, experience speeds like never before. With our new 5G Rocket Fixed Internet plan, get speeds from 10 Mbps to 100 Mbps. Your 5G-enabled devices. Walk into QCell headquarters to get one of our 5G routers and experience the true feeling of 5G. Only with QCell. QCell brings you the future. Tech, innovation, incredible speed. The future is now. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell, Sunyabus. We innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
QCell brings you the future with our ultimate bundles. Enjoy the best voice and data bundle plans in one package. Get unlimited data packages with flexible validity and enjoy what true internet feels like. Get 30 minutes of on-net and off-net calls with 5 gigabytes of data for just $350. Or get bigger bundle packages from 10 gigabytes to 20 gigabytes with over 100 on-net and off-net voice calls and enjoy the fastest internet speed in the Gambia. You can also buy 1-day, 3-day or even 7-day packages and enjoy unlimited data bundles with uncapped speeds. Just dial *343# today and experience the limitless capabilities of the QCell network. *343# should be your favorite code to dial now. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell, we innovate, others follow.
Step into the Espas Motors showroom for your luxurious name brand vehicle. Located along the Bertil Harding Highway, Espas Motors is the Gambia's authorized dealer for Chery, Kia, Ford, and now we bring you the new Peugeot Model 3008 SUV. 18-inch alloy wheels, 216 inches high ground clearance, keyless entry system, start and stop button, rear parking assistance system with reverse camera, adaptive cruise control with speed limit, LED daytime running lights, front and side airbags, 8-inch HD touchscreen. Not to forget our exquisite Peugeot Landtrek double cabin pickup with 2.1-liter diesel engine, 6-speed manual transmission 4x4, hill descent control, LED daytime running lights. Espas Motors, the authorized dealer for Peugeot. Visit us today or call us on 35-2222 or 353-4444.
Looking for the perfect place to promote your product or place your advert? Look no further than QTV. We are the premier destination for businesses looking to connect with Gambian audiences and beyond. At QTV, we offer a variety of advertising solutions to suit your needs and budget. With our diverse range of programming, you can be sure that your ad will reach a broad and engaged audience. From our popular news broadcast to our exciting music and entertainment programming, QTV has something for everyone. QTV, the premier destination for advertising in the Gambia. Contact us today and let us help you reach your audience. Banking the smart way with the new Ajib Bank mobile app. Transfer money to any bank account in the Gambia. Top up airtime for all networks. Pay utility bills. Check your account balance and view mini statements. Request for ATM cards. Request for checkbooks and more in a single touch. So, do your banking in a smart way. Do your banking now with Ajib Bank mobile app. Every time is banking time. Ajib Bank, your investment partner. You asked for it, and QCell is giving it to you with our new and improved Sunyu Bundle Mega Promo. Now you can get more data at cheaper prices. Buy any of our bundle packages and enjoy massive discounts. Dial *303# and enjoy browsing on the network with the biggest coverage. Buy a 20 megabytes data bundle for as low as $7 and 50 bottles today, or purchase bigger bundles up to 20 gigabytes. Yes, that's right, 20 gigabytes of data at your fingertips. With our mega promo bundles, you can browse more
chat longer and stay connected on the go, anytime, anywhere. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell. We innovate. Orders follow. Terms and conditions apply.
Technology has always been at the forefront of our lives, and the way we use it has evolved drastically over the years. With the advent of 5G internet, we are entering a new era of technological innovation that promises to transform the way we live, work, and play. 5G internet is capable of providing data speeds up to 100 times faster than 4G, making it the ideal solution for streaming high-quality videos, playing online games, and downloading large files on the go. 5G internet is already transforming cities across the globe, powering smart cities, self-driving cars, and virtual reality experiences that were once thought impossible. 5G internet is also paving the way for Internet of Things, allowing for seamless connectivity between devices and the creation of a truly connected world. For the first time in the Gambia, QCell is bringing tomorrow's technology to you today with the launch of QCell 5G Internet. Get ready to experience the out-of-this-world wonders of QCell's 5G Internet. For more information, call 111. QCell. We innovate, others follow.
Q Money is back again with an offer of a lifetime. You can now buy Sunyu Bundle data packages directly from your Q Money wallet for half the price. Get all Sunyu Bundle packages from 20 megabytes to 20 gigabytes and enjoy the biggest internet data discount in the market. Just dial *323# now. Choose option 4 and start buying your favorite Sunyu Bundle package half the price only with Q Money. Pay less and stay connected with the most reliable internet service in the Gambia. For more information, call 133 Q Money, Sunyu Kalpe. Terms and conditions apply.
The art of juggling is a true spectacle of agility, coordination, and speed. A symbol of progression, precision, and mastery. "5G speed is like having the juggler in your pocket.
Amazing.
With lightning-fast download and upload speeds, you'll easily be able to juggle even the busiest workdays. Whether you're a busy entrepreneur, a creative, or just someone who wants to stay connected, juggle your tasks with ease with QCell 5G speed. The future is here. It's fast, reliable, and efficient. First brought to you by QCell. We innovate, others follow.
QCell mooy suñu boss. QCell mooy suñu boss. QCell mooy suñu boss. Soro. Go, ebe da full network suta tili QCell. Ni lafta diamla wati jamala mune diata QCell. Most reliable network dumala keta wati QCell. Wo quality man nyon soto jam ona manke QCell. Ani be wuloni farole kono walante be bako na jala fayola network o se taria QCell suñu boss. Nyo finjeka indi 3G ñu delu taxi 4G plus and now we bring you 5G. 5G. First and only 5G provider. Suñu boss. Itella follow adi doron nesa Keno Gambia Bela nyon tawa fele QCell Ko fasunta buka busi QCell Itela molti milka kukutol Nati Gambia QCell meta lori la kiliano Liele imanjina Amanda wala itele ka quality Dila dadi ma itele silo wala Wodol mume be keno ma QCell sunyu boss QCell sunyu boss QCell sunyu boss QCell sunyu boss Connect solo be bambandi QCell sunyu boss QCell most innovative QCell sunyu boss.
The future is now with you.
We are back. This is QTV This Morning. I am Ibrahim Obalde. Now let's talk to Busumbala Karate Club. Karate is a form of game which we do to protect ourselves.
It's a martial art. I don't think it's a game.
It's sort of a game. Yes. So Master will help us define what karate is. Master be bismillah studio kono jang. Last time inata janne andung exercise dimale soto jang. Mfanang nga kacha kumayari mbale soto karate la kuola. Woto nyinam farang al pareta ka lumbale organize. Ndung mo laftele pour yenyi lunga fomole. Bismillah. Bari force nga la karate la club kuo farang kacha janim beduna programme oto.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين yo ngamo be kontom jibirlal mume ngabe kontom be dokulal fanan konton namin bijang nyum ketanye sewo badi kana jang kana ka kacha kula mi yalon ko mol sulata pour ka moy warante sulata pour ka je inshallah ndelem sanse al Hussein Traoré Busumbala Karate Club inshallah
yo ngajele biring alia muta hanisang almabula albe practice la ndum fanan albe diningol karandikan en lafta al safo mole ñin skulo alba tamandika nyaadile
yo alhamdulillah skulo ñin mba tamandika nyami yo folotan tol fongol folotan katren kabrin dinding yo nata ka palaso soto pour ka diningol train di karate la yo diningol la wulal fanan inata so molma ka ila dinungol train yo kay tandi mol la ko karate fana mu kulet mi yalon ko ata fana nyantale pour ka karang sate ko no oranto banko kan yo silan ni dinungol be tama ka wo nyama ni mimbe nala yena ye register e dum yo nga luwal be foe sa ni nga luwal foe dron sa ite continuer pour ka train sa ni dinungol be wole nyama do bani demande
yo I loved competition or organized. Wabekela 18 February leti falie lundore muta
ha competition ni wato omu 19 to programme ni fan wato celebration omu 19 ha sembe competition kala dinugol temanyo sea obekela 17 and 18 yo say 19 ni wolem programme bañen fongotin kati sawosa
yo anata kenu malong al nyanta dum kara competition ora ngamira last year al nata jang o competition no tata nyaadi la
yo competition ni nga asoto janale Malta pour kataje ka competition okay yo nga sata jang mi mun na problème oti wala mum man sponsor soto wala mum mallo tanka ngo soto mi sa sabuno dol sa fintino kata outside kata competition la je yo invitation ni tartanu mol bulle yo nga mol to momini yalon ko nyanta kata yo bar nata ko nyintama amanna succeed no kargo min nyanta ka mol samba ma wosoto wala na flotte
okay all right alla karate club woni falman bank account o soto me yalon ko wala batin la anytime Allah taka tamadru al balla account wala tala annum fanan you know kala mol sponsor because nalko al sponsorship batuna sometimes aka koreare do la bukana juna do la bukana fere
ha to nyala ntartanu nyami wala mo comme mol man karate ñu understand bake man sembo soto bake ga dindin dan tanu karandinu fo bi alhamdulillah salo ni nata wara kafo ni nata wara bake yo kafo la waro woya sabu nata mbulo nata kuliya do mandi nga tra nga bank account wele yo bari ametale mam bank account soto bari dinol train kadten no yo bare kabirin kafo nata sembo soto do mandi ndoro nata bank account wele sayo ofana man na sembo soto bake fo
ni ayen ka ngaw foye akumaya pour al bank account soto al tol sang al organisation o mu organisation balti mol yalon na donc karate be kakan dunia belto invitation jamal binale pour kal invite al eta competition bari natra alman solid account soto num faran alman correct bank statement ol soto wo batin nala altita no bari nale wol soto don aka sone yale misa ade what I was telling him they were due to go to Malta to attend, to compete. Yeah, but unfortunately, they couldn't get sponsors. And I asked him whether they have bank accounts. I mean, at least they should get a structure whereby, once they get an invitation, they can fund one or two of their people to go. But now they are putting their house in order. Yes. Bidung ale muna soto moleja.
Ayo ngami soto ale jang bi wala mun na programo min kana sawosan ka soto ndi February karo kono yo programo le anyati nan ko take pour ka banko dingol sewondi kasare dingol sewondi salo fanan dingol se seo soto bari vitrin kan wati kulbe during batabe kering yo bar bitung ni tul fanan lungu min soto lungu mi yalon koy fanan be seo la lungu min na o kay tul fanan so hamola baro ya sabu fang mul hañi tafango bake karatela bare otumo abe nukundine mul mamuta fenti dul kamuta komi criminal yale mu doron mo jawle kanyin train waranto kudo ni atrene be kala jusu jari ngolte waranto be kala boyen kannalati komi aussi fal mul yamira wole nyam bare nyim programme ka sabule muli hañi karotumo nka kebal train miya sabu kebal sa mbono kana train bar dindingol te wol train dinola te musol train dinola mi ya sabu wolem otumo mol ma long andu fana e mallala bar kabe commence ta kanyi fero soto ka compression ke tema ka celebration ke molena ya jibe fo bi alhamdulillah medial fana kana ka fintindi mol be kaje say mol nata la fo soto kende ke andu fana nata la ko nyina ko yaram fa nyi amanke ku jawti afana mu sport la te mimbe ka fro nyi sport ko côté ngol la yo waya sabu bi sungutu ndingol be na epe na train dindingol be alfal be bulom dala kana ka idi mol la pour que train di yo mi yo sabu wala mu kanyi nyo se ya ko min ke anin kanyi bati ko min ke wala ka sabu mol haani ta pour kana say
to nyala iyo competition lungo mol be munni mun category la jelaje munni munne be kelaje
yo competition o kratelal damale tamoti nga kung full sotole nga taekwondo sotole bari nin competition ni nata ñu seya ñi o mu kratelal damale lati yo nga white belt soto ko min bi ndini ngote wala yo kata ñi kola lu kata fo santo yo silang ka wolle deng pour ye ño sabo ño yake ni min gagneta c'est price ol dila nga fengol dol dila
okay sa nga belto ye jana o belto e camera cream color ha nyindo mu blue belt nga white je jang
yellow
nyimmu yellow ti nyindo mu blue ti so isa fo mole nyim beltolu belta wo belta atebe level jumale to
yo follow membe di ngote to white belt nyen
white belt
ha wala mu level follow ti ni min nata kutake e kanyi ne city follow ñinam class foloti
okay
ebe tambila ñinela ni bota ñinata drong yeta yellow belt ha wala mu fula njangoti
okay
yo ni bota wata yeta orange belt mu orange lati
o ñimu orange lati
do bato a metale
bari ajal camera ya findin e camera a tele be jana
ni yellow
no this is orange
orange le mu ngoti
ñindo mu yellow
ala me wala atina kita committee
okay okay
yo ni bota orange le bita green wala mu
okay so sande
nani jangote ni bota je eta blue wala mu blue jangote woro jango wala mu black brown
okay brown faram bije
brown faram bije
so how many years ikawla ke janni be nyim beltol be so dala
yo atuta silang mul la karanyale bulu
okay
bare ntolla jang comme ngafo e nyame amon sembo sotonu ni modo dunta bi ase wakil no la bakam fo ayala black belt soto bare modo se dunole aya mado mande aya bla aya mado mande o setano fo sanyi tang
ata black soto
aba black soto
la chila
yo bare sai natara comme mumbe continuer la kake sanyi lulu dron wanto sanyi lulu sa black belt soto no
sifa ndabe sula la black belt ni nga black belt soto mbina QTV jambe mo jamale bute la I will go train get my black belt and come to QTV I will only train for QTV I will beat everybody. Top to bottom, nobody. Yep, like dur. Amut senior, amut junior. Yep, like dur.
Ema train na follow. Niya train. Ite mira la wala.
So once I train, me cool.
It's not about violence.
Oh,
exactly.
okay. I thought I'm training for violence. For me, I'm training
the
for
opposite. The opposite.
So here,
Self-defense.
Ninteba Folay and Jumale, who is my mate here? Who can I compete here? Who can I beat?
The one in the middle. Even the one in
So
the middle.
who is my mate here? Nyanta Jumale Butela. Boy, come here.
Okay, ewo bute no la.
Nana Aja.
Atakal kimite.
Aja. Hey! this boy is sharp, huh? He aimed my chest. Huh? Okay. So sa mbe bulala, ye demonstration okay nga.
Yeah. Kanyang aljengati. Ato fana jeng. Aha, silang albe kata force kela. Jumal be kata kela tol. Kono Umar acha. Akana min ko wala mukata ka form.
Okay, so abejin menke kang. Mune mo anafati.
Ha, abi minke kang yo karate ka follow nyin to follow. Janni be kelo on kinna anin ka hani kamo ataka. Follow nyin na follow. Ni mulon dilet mi alon ko akatara karate nyin kona. Bare niya me be mul karani no karate la. Ye nyi sifal le no. Dolbe ya kiyon mo bije ko min ko ABCD.
Okay.
Ni mu formula ke yo sai momo nyanta kanyinka ni ba karanka no mon ake balo so sembola ko ake jara kende andile ake tari andi fana anu fana ake hakilo nyimbete andi ni mo be kelo la mo fula o saba wor nani ina nyanta ka kele nyaade ni
so nyinna mu ayere ragoti you must know this before you start. Okay.
Ni mu kataleti bari janni ba commencer le ka kiyongol le foloke comme ni tata school ka abcd kiyongol bijeli ka milke ni botawol to mo e nanyina
okay
fo e bulo ko yortumo otumo e senyi jaga sew keno
okay okay
ni won ko ka wol long because wol kilo klina tole
yeah
ni bulo lipa na tole ni bondiro ke ana tole ni mutaro ke ana tole yo sai.
You know, when I was going to St. Augustine's High School, I mean, we used to do training. St. Augustine's training kejele. I think I competed with one of the boys, and he knocked me on my left eye. I woke up in the hospital, so I left.
You decided to quit.
I quit. Yeah. So what are we gonna do? Yes, of course. Ha. So after mu introduction no.
After mu ko bi ndongo e sifake.
Okay.
Ni fanang musol ning kewol be den dañinale.
Okay. Okay.
Ko sa min keno te nin kono musol fanang se o keno. Yo comme ni mu blue belt min yalon ko be o place to wolela fenko mu nyenti. Yo sa dindingo se na dron ay dindingol fanan taati comme misal min ba commencer la e taati.
My mate, come.
Kata bane da bara.
Ha. Antogo.
Tay ko Sudan akana wolke.
Hey. Hey. Nice. So imagine meeting up with this small kid. Like his mates meeting him in the street trying to
bully him.
I mean, he will deal with you.
Ayo.
You know, ngaminje, karate is very important for musoli yakara. Very significant. Moli ajala ni musu famen siata Bangkoka. Amame nga doje Westfield. Bureau de Sansoto. Nga wolbe jele. Yalon sometimes self-defense is very important. You know, ni se fan defend no at some point, the likelihood for more tereng ay kudol kela aka doya hade. So nga do fanan soto?
Yo musol la karola. Karate la fahmu baliya ya sabu ika musol balin bake pour karate ke. Bari tol kanyine fo ni muso e karate ke waranto akanyim borol ni fenko kate wulula. E ko wole fo. Bari o manke to nyati. Mini e karate bondi wol ka musu jamale train. Ando wolle ka wulu katambe mo beti yo bi ndolla jamma fa ko mi fahmu baliya la karola e ka fole ni muso yake abu ka wulu amanya naka karate ke bari muso ala ya dadare hana kitan ne wole tabe wulula
abe wulula
woto karate te o balin no ay wulu sako ndolla karate dum sembo soro nyama mi sa sabuno muso e fenke fate wulu no la o man soto ma kan woni man soto
na tra wala mo melka sports ke athlete melka bori
kan ni ci ko
na tra wala wolte wulu la you know nga jele mel yalon ke ka athlete ka wulu e ka muru nam fanan yi hanisa eta maternity fanan
aywa akuma ta nya bake pro ka aussi fa ni dingra si fa mo jama ba mo ya lon ko to nya to o mo miro ti don ko mo ka sila dro ay kudo mira dro aya fo barama ke to nyati
to nyala
ke o sa karan no nyame muso sa karan no nyama e ka je muso dol bije tambita ke woti fan
to nyala so finally ngana final exercise
sai ise no attaque domandi
exactly
pour ya fenke sai ni mo attaque bulola yo sai ni mo fulo sina ise fenke alke yo mo kileji
so nyindo mo attacking force
attacking ni attacking pour kelipa te nyanta mo nekila
hey
aywa
you break his ribs his rib cage his torso hey wow that is what it is. Okay.
Al jamfa fenko nyin domande.
Wow, nice. Okay, let's do final one.
This young lady has not.
Oh, we want to see from that lady too. Quickly. Thank you very much. So we can see from her too.
I told say.
Quickly.
You attack Murola. Muroval. Murotija.
You don't have a knife, okay.
Okay.
This is when they are attacking you with a knife. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kilingaji.
Oh, okay. That's knife attack, huh? Okay.
Ifonaiji.
Okay, I think that's enough. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's beautiful. So we are calling on all the ladies. I mean, karate is a game for exercise. Okay, I'll reframe it. Karate is a form of exercise that you can do to protect yourself. So we've seen a lot of crimes happening in the Gambia. So there are things that you just have to protect yourself, learn to protect yourself. So we are calling all the ladies, I mean, to go to Busumbala Karate Club. Master is there, he will teach you. Kiusel Lino Bebuleba. Kiusel Lino. Muna mu nombati. Laftale pour Molia commande.
Nga nombalo.
Ha.
Safe fenko.
Ebe fenko.
Ebe do bulu. Afle nyina tale mana.
Okay.
Because laftale pour nga nombalo nyina.
Alright, so ni mo ente contact.
Video nyi ali yake.
Pour ya fenge. Ni mo ente contact. Ntebe contact la de.
Yeah.
Ha, anybody man lafta ka dabula nyina. Anu anybody want to support alla competition of anang asinano nana the QTV news department asal support no nana tanteya asal support no mbal contact la yamo yo master ala barka bake ambinale fana nga competition o nyinji
inshallah
ala barka well Mr. Ade that is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah, so this is all we have until we come here again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of our programs. Bye.